What'd you guys think of the episode?
Pointless. Entirely pointless.
It was okay. It could have been a little better, but it was
I
okay.
felt there was regression of character development, which they completely addressed and then threw aside.
Yeah, honestly, I think the only really good parts was Pinky's humor in this one.
Yeah.
I thought they... Go ahead.
Go for it.
I did write down some stuff of the episode so we could talk about it.
Oh, good, because I forgot to.
Yep, that's what I did.
I wrote down why is this bad. It feels
wow.
really off. Singing is the ultimate distraction, so that you don't realize what everyone else is doing.
No, this is what I thought was entirely pointless. The first song was pointless. Had nothing to do.
Complete.
Yeah,
No, the first song was
Pointless.
beautiful. They were singing, and then they realized at the end, oh God, what did we just do?
No, if you have a song, you have to have it progress your story. That was entirely pointless. They could have saved like 10 minutes.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those.
I'm sorry, it was
It's
pointless.
gonna be the one where we just rip it to shreds.
Oh, yeah, alright, we have to have at least one, we might as well.
Sorry, that was just.
I thought the point of like there was a little bit of abuse in there, like what Twilight did to Angel. I was like,
I was
what
so
is she
happy.
doing?
Oh God. I do like how Fluttershy just confirmed that they do consider themselves animals.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I
Ponies
enjoy.
are animals.
I know, but in their world, they're like the humans, basically.
There we go. Skype finally
They're,
works.
they're the
Whoa,
sentient.
that clipping.
They're the sentient race.
I still find it weird how animals have pet animals.
Well,
Yeah,
I
animals
guess.
have pet animals.
Well, I guess scientifically humans are animals too, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, we had pet humans at one point, but that was completely
Oh
different.
boy, it's gonna be one of those
wait,
calls.
You guys, am I the only one that saw this? Did you guys see the Spike with a rarity plush?
Yes, that was
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was creepy.
All right, you're clipping really
It
badly.
looked just
Oh,
you
really?
look like
Why am
a
I clipping?
recolored Smarty Pants.
Turn it
That's
down.
all it looked like. You look like a recolored Smarty Pants.
I wonder how in the world would Rarity feel about that.
She was there.
Shoot,
She did-
And
She
she
didn't-
kicked him out of her,
Did
his own
she-
house.
Did she have a reaction to that or something?
I
No,
don't think.
No,
they-
wait.
I don't think she didn't see it.
didn't care.
She didn't see it. She was mainly just like, yeah, she didn't see it because Spike came out like right
Yeah.
behind him. They
That was-
didn't see it.
Because I mean, having a plushie of an actual person, I mean, a pony in this case, is a little bit creepy.
But Little Shy, I have a plushie of you.
Well, then again, yeah, both of us have plushies of ourselves, so I guess we can't say anything.
Yeah. So you call us creeps?
Oh, wait, no, I do have a plushie myself too.
You're still clipping really
Darn
badly.
it. Darn it. Why am I...
I come to dinner. I
Go to
can
your
have
settings.
playing with the
I
plush
did.
of me.
It's not saving them.
Do what
Alright,
I
guys.
do and get everything
that's
set up
fair.
like 2 hours in advance.
All right, guys. What about Applejack giving Twilight some hose?
What? What?
You didn't get that, Bart?
No, I'm giving her what?
Wait, I have to go back to the transcripts and read
No,
that.
no, she got gardening equipment. She got some hoses. So she
Guys,
got
guys.
some hose.
What about bulk biceps?
Oh yeah, bulk biceps. He actually, I like bulk biceps appearance in this because actually like had a reason to be in there, not just to yell yay or
I
yeah.
like how
Yay! Yay!
I meant yeah. I meant yeah.
Yay!
Do you even brony, bro?
Now I want to hear him say yay!
I want to hear him say it really quietly, like Fluttershy teaches him. But no, that's back to the episode.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you had like you had notes. Let's go over your
Yeah, I have
notes.
notes. I'm going through I'm looking through it
The
right
flight,
now. Okay, what'd you guys think about the two riders? Because I don't think I've seen them in that.
I don't know. I'm very skeptical.
Okay,
I
actually,
feel that they could get better, but they just haven't written for the show, so they don't know the tone or attitude in which to present any material with it.
And they
so
probably
they
had-
just went with generic.
they probably don't know about brony analysts either. So,
Yeah.
but I will say
They're
one
gonna
thing.
get ripped to shreds and then realize, what did we do?
Whenever an episode or TV show or movie or anything has more than one writer, that's usually a sign that it's
Time to die.
yeah, like that's SpongeBob syndrome right there.
Yeah.
Although that probably had multiple writers.
SpongeBob
Anyway,
syndrome is where Pinkie Pie is a complete meanie.
no, I think Pinkie Pie's character is actually getting better. She used to be yeah, she used to be not funny at all, but she actually made me laugh out loud a couple times in this one.
Yeah, and that pancake scene. She stole a pancake. I was like, well, that is smart.
Yeah,
You
there's a
guys
lot.
could be me and me.
Episode.
I hope she's not going to be like the only source of humor in the show because that would be a bad thing. But so
Yeah.
I
far,
thought she was the
so
comic
funny.
relief.
I thought, yeah.
Or was
In
that
this
Spike?
episode, she definitely was. I like how they had the minor fight about everyone else's decorations being bad, and then it was just thrown under the carpet and never came back.
Little
Or
Shy
there
versus
was
Tootsie
no
Roll. Which
resolution
decoration
for
is
that.
better?
There was no resolution. They fight over, and they're like, okay, we'll throw these out because they're garbage, and then they hoof bump over, and then we come back and like, okay, we threw everything out at this point.
So
They
everything
go back
that's
to liking each other. They fought, and then they went back to liking each other immediately. No, that's not how these characters have interacted.
That's what
in the
they always
past.
do.
Damn,
I
No,
kinda-
they fight, and then there's some small resolution. Not just they fight, they fight, and they just whittle everything down, and they're like, okay, now what? Because that's really what it felt like. They fought, and then they fought, and then when there was nothing else to fight over, they were like, okay, so we just. It's basically like when the bell rings in a classroom in like high school, and you're having a really heated discussion with somebody, and you're yelling at each other. Bell rings for lunch. Oh, okay. I'll see you. I'll see you next period. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We cool. That's basically what it felt like.
As right as you are, I kind of always seen the show as just kind of like take it at face value, trying to look too deep into it, which is the exact opposite as what most of the fandom is doing lately. But I think I don't know. Like I was like pleasantly enjoying the episode as I was watching it. That's why I was kind of surprised when I joined the call and everyone was saying how horrible it was.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you.
It was
I liked
okay.
It wasn't terrible.
It was decent.
It wasn't terrible. It was
decent
just
at
a piece of
best.
cow dung.
Hey,
Now
I-
what? Okay,
I don't
so
think like this. Like I don't know.
Okay, in Tootsie's defense, there was literal cow dung in this episode. Applejack
what?
was pouring it on the floor,
Wait, what?
and flowers were
Was
coming
she?
out of it. Yes.
There were actual. What? Really? I gotta
I
watch
think it was
this.
just-
how
Yeah.
do life?
She's literally gardening in the middle of Twilight's living room.
It might have been
Is she
dirt.
mad? Magic?
gardening with dirt. And,
Hey, at
yes,
least it wasn't
she's an earth
kitchen.
pony. They have Earth magic. That's been
How
explained
did
before.
the plants even come up? Like that's
Earth magic.
impossible. Imagine doing it in real life.
Don't question it.
It's Earth pony magic. They've explained that Earth ponies are in tune with nature.
Can we
Yeah.
acknowledge how they
Imagine
got-
doing that in
they
real life.
got
I'm
a
like, okay, I'm
tree
putting
in the
dirt on the
ceiling.
ground. Grow me a flower.
You're not an Earth pony.
I
They got a
was.
tree. They
Wait,
dug
I gotta
up
talk-
one. They dug up the tree. They dug up the Golden Oak Library.
Yeah.
Then they shoved it in the ceiling.
All right, let me just. I gotta say something real quick. I was expecting this episode to be centered entirely around the tree, like Twilight's
Yeah.
reminiscing over it.
Yeah, I was
thought,
hoping that would be like her going back to the library.
I thought this was gonna be
Yeah.
like a really deep episode about her emotions and like how she
Nope.
feels bad about losing it, and like all going like this history of this tree and all that. And then it turns out it didn't really address the tree much at all. It was like I think Turtle Pain said, it's just like a makeover
forgot to
episode
make-
for
Yeah.
the castle.
Yeah, it was a home. It was a
Yeah.
home improvement episode, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Home improvements.
So, as disappointing as that was, I didn't hate the episode. I thought it was like in between good and okay.
yeah,
Good
that's
and
my
okay.
opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with
But
them.
wait, no, it
It's
had Tank in
decent
it.
at best.
I loved
It did. Oh.
Yeah,
It also
he
had a
popped the balloon.
random other turtle that wasn't.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It
I
gives it
even
an extra
took
10
notes of
points.
Okay, the next thing is, you think Ponyville would have tapes around the destroyed tree to stop looters?
No, it's
Yeah.
Ponyville. You're talking about Ponyville.
Yeah, you're talking about Ponyville. There's like
It's
the crime
not
rate there is
Chicago.
0.
They're all
Alright,
friends.
Or New
Okay,
York.
next thing I noticed. The castle apparently doesn't have any closets or storage spaces.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that
It's
is
not
the
very
problem.
practical. Twilight
I
wouldn't like
also-
that. Not practical.
You think the
of a
crystal
castle.
tree would be good enough to like, oh, maybe she would want a few closets. No, fuck it. Let's just. Oh,
And,
sorry.
and
my
why
language.
does
Oh,
Spike
come
need a
on,
bed?
really?
Really?
My bad. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
Come on, this is for the
I mean-
record and everything.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Bleep it in the record.
No,
I'm very
I haven't been editing the footage. It's just whatever. Moving on.
It's just the
I'm
raw.
very sorry.
It's raw Tootsie. You just get
I'm
the
sorry.
raw
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. But
You said
yeah,
buck,
it's
right?
like,
Karma
no,
Band.
Buck with a B.
there's no
Yeah, he said
closets.
Oh
or-
my god! No, you said it. It's contagious.
No, with a B.
Yeah, he said it with a B. He's fine.
All right, moving
man.
on. What's your next thing on
Okay,
your list?
On the topic of Buck with
Oh,
a
yeah,
B,
the
I wanted
Oh, yeah.
Spike to say Cluster Buck.
Yeah, that would have been.
What about the past
fantastic.
references to old episodes?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
nice.
to be expected.
No, that was.
I expected new
I
writers to do
enjoyed the
that.
fact that they threw it back, but when they throw it back in other episodes, it's not that obvious. It is never that obvious.
Yeah, they just
That's
outright.
that is
they
literally just throwing it in
that
our
was
face.
you
We
writing
have
just
nothing
saying-
to write.
They just use screenshots.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Photoshop.
when they directly addressed everything, we have nothing to write here. Let's just
Yeah,
throw
but
this
you know-
directly. We're
rehash
not
it.
creative enough to actually weave it in
Let's
some
reminisce.
creative manner. Let's just literally shove it in their face.
All right, here's how the episode should have played out. Twilight can't stand the new castle because it doesn't have the old one feel or the book, the
Books.
library feel. So
But
they explain, like, he's like, why don't you like this castle? Besides, that was just a boring old library. Then Twilight can explain a whole history of why, like, her whole history of, like, I don't know, how the tree came, why she liked the tree and all
we've
that.
witnessed her history to the tree,
Yeah,
so
we
the tree is only as old to her as it is to us.
Yeah. Like,
You're right.
that's something that is a really good progression that we can say because we've spent a lot of time as an audience watching the tree and like experiencing, and that's why it was such a big deal when they destroyed it in season 4 because that was the first thing she was introduced to in Ponyville was the tree. Well, not the first, but it was her home when she got there, and that was her assignment was to go to the
Lauren
library.
Faust's idea. Do not get me wrong. It's Lauren Faust's idea.
Destroying that tree represents Hasbro destroying Lauren Faust.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about Lauren Faust? She
Yeah,
actually
really.
just tweeted recently, like, "Oh, I have nothing to do with My Little Pony. Direct your
I know, I'm
tweets
talking
elsewhere."
about, like, no, this is just, like, a little example of, a little example of, like, how you said...
We're done with the
Lauren Faust's idea,
creator-driven
just with
era.
a whole cow dung on it.
We're done with the creator-driven era. It's all about
It's
the playsets.
The fandom is dying.
The fandom is dying. They're throwing.
I'm cutting
candles.
myself.
No, I'm actually-
Pony.
I'm
toy
actually
sets.
curious, like, what other people's first impressions were of this, because, like, for those watching the recording, this is literally like just a few minutes after the episode, so I have no idea if other people are raging, or if maybe everyone loved this episode, and we're the only ones criticizing it.
We're just pessimists.
Yeah.
I thought it was so pointless.
So, this is the
I
Brony
thought-
fandom. There are a lot
Oh
of
my
pessimists.
god! No, the first song. I'm not even downloading the first song. Second song, that was decent. That was good.
Only problem.
Yeah,
was 30
second song
seconds.
was decent.
The only problem was that the first song was like, it was literally just them singing so that they had a reason to be like, oh, we just messed this up big time. What were you doing?
Yeah, the show
I
usually
was,
does.
I was growing flowers.
predicted
I
after
like
this-
that song more than Our Town.
I liked
I
Our
did
Town.
not like Our Town. I
I
did
like
like
Our
Our
Town.
Town.
Our
Art
town
Town.
was.
I don't know. I enjoyed
So
the
far, I
marching.
think all these songs are pretty forgettable.
I liked Our
I
Town,
felt-
though.
Art
Art
I felt like
Town
the
I just wanna
first
say
song
that.
didn't have enough flow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, usually the show is pretty good about songs having some point to the story and the pacing and the flow and all that. But in this one, I think it was said earlier, it just had no real point to being there at all.
Was
Yeah.
it just
Think
me,
for
or
a
did it
moment.
feel at the first song when they were singing, some of the characters were in keys that they shouldn't have been in?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
A big
Okay,
lip.
that
that's
might have
the
been just me then.
moment.
It like with Rainbow Dash when she opens, it doesn't sound like her voice should be that high, or if it got that
Yeah.
high, it should be that crystal clear.
Oh, yeah.
It should
It's
be like a
Ashley
big
Ball,
craggly,
okay.
cracky. But it's
Another
not.
thing I
It's
took
not.
down
It's like pristine.
Well,
it's perfect. It's like
yeah, that's Rainbow
It's like
Dash's
his
voice.
voice was recorded in a studio.
Well, and the voice actor actually is a singer, so she
no,
had.
no, no,
it
no,
must
no,
be.
because of the way Rainbow Dash's voice is. It's the tomboyish, it's the gruff. It's like that. But the way she's singing, it sounds like it doesn't sound like it's coming out of a tomboy's mouth. Basically, it sounds like a normal, like not. How do I put this?
It just didn't sound like her voice.
It doesn't sound like it does. The noises that she reached, the octaves that she reached, it doesn't sound like it would come out of Rainbow Dash's mouth.
Well, Joe in the
mean-
chat says it sounded auto-tuned. It probably was. They do use
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
take it from a musician myself. I mean, what Draco said, yeah, she was kind of a little bit of auto tune, and she was kind of a what major key, but it
She
sounded
was
a
off.
little bit off.
She should not have been able to hit those notes, or if she hit those notes, they shouldn't. It should not have been that like
Her voice,
profound and
Yeah.
just.
I
yeah,
didn't.
at
I
that
didn't notice
long.
any of this, by the way. I just want to
Yeah,
say.
I'm
her
gonna
voice
say that as well.
literally cracked when I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
it.
Her
When you
her
bring
voice
the
should
fuzz-
have cracked, but it's just a solid key.
Ah!
It is a solid key throughout her first
What-
throughout the
what's
first
that?
time she holds
So-
it.
So your complaint is that it sounds too clean, like
Yeah.
it's
No,
not her.
She
I'm
sings too
complaining
well.
that it doesn't
I'm-
sound like Rainbow Dash singing.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
When it's
Ashley
Rainbow
Ball
Dash
got a voice problem after that
Okay, guys.
episode.
Wait,
Alright,
what
moving
about we actually got to see a little bit of Rainbow Dash's house.
Wait.
Ah.
Oh yeah, shit! Like a
Yeah,
bunch of posters and
yeah.
stuff.
She had a statue of Spitfire. I
Yeah.
found that kind of funny.
A trophy.
Did anyone else notice that? Yeah, it was like a trophy
I'd
or a
like to
statue.
think
That's
that
just a wonderful
everyone's
concept.
trophies, just with my names permanently engraved on them.
I'm gonna have to use that as a
Little
quote.
Shy's name's permanently engraved in something.
What?
The only thing I learned from this
silver
episode
play
is
button.
that,
Oh
no,
yeah,
the only thing I
yeah.
learned from this episode is if I move into a new, if I get a new house, like buy my own house, I'm not having any of my friends decorate it.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make a joke about the silver play button. How it's everyone's, but my name is etched. I'm gonna have to do that now.
You're
This
Thanks,
is
Turtle.
all of ours. It just has my name permanently etched in
I'm
it.
gonna have to do that now.
The silver play button.
All right. Anything else? Anything else on your
Oh,
list, Tootsie?
Let's see.
Ratings.
Let me
No,
see.
no, no, not yet.
No,
Yeah,
before
it's
we-
only been like 15 minutes.
So we addressed the fact that did we fully address the fact that the characters regressed a little bit and then kind of made back up for their regression?
Yep.
I think we did, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about? Oh crap! What was I gonna say? Well, how was your reaction towards like Spike's humor?
I really wanted Spike to say
Which
Clutch
part
Wait,
of it?
Spike had
Being
humor?
a little bit
It was-
cocky.
Ugh.
I like Spike. He's cool.
Spike
Yeah,
was like,
but-
Spike's attitude is
He was
just-
pushing Twilight to the limit, like going to the bed store, and he's
Well,
just.
that's what you do
He
when you
had
try to
to.
keep someone away from their home.
That's what you try to do. You get
That's
the
what
person that
people
you're
do.
living with to go get you a bed.
That is
This
how I
episode's
feel
too
when
cliche.
I'm being kept from the season 5 premiere in Disney.
well, I
To
thought
be
it
fair,
was.
the show's been cliched since the start.
So wait, serious question.
This is
So
just
does
like
does he
cliche.
finally have a bed now? It's always been like a little dog bed.
Yeah.
No, he did not
doesn't
get a
need
Okay,
bed.
he showed up with a stack of pillows.
What about background characters? I saw Bon Bon.
Oh yep, and I forgot. I didn't see Derpy or anyone like
I
that.
saw both
No!
biceps.
Derby didn't
I
appear.
saw the spa ponies.
I'm hoping this is like. I'm hoping it's like season 4 where they don't show Derpy to make it more of a surprise when she does show up.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, but I don't want to wait that long.
I
though.
saw Derpy. She was in
Alright,
the train
Google.
in the great intro.
No,
they
that doesn't
spent
count.
So much time.
No,
Why
don't
not?
don't get
it
me
has
started on
Derpy,
the
10
intro.
out of 10.
I saw a turtle.
Yeah,
I
this
saw a
episode gets
tortoise.
20 out of 10. There was a turtle and a tortoise. Best episode in the show.
No, this
Don't argue
episode
it.
did get
Said
some-
turtle pain.
This episode did get
Yeah,
one
there was a
redeeming
turtle.
point
10 out of 10. Said turtle.
No, the episode did get one redeeming point from me, and that was when
Only one?
not Fluttershy, Twilight kicked Angel Bunny.
Yes.
All right,
Ah,
It
so-
started out so good. She just backs him into some mud. It's like, oh, this could be.
Are you
interesting.
complaining for all the abuse
No.
he's given Fluttershy?
yeah, he's.
He
kinda-
deserved it. He should have been punched in the face.
I don't know. He, like I said in one of my videos,
I do enjoy.
the poor guy
did
stuck in
enjoy,
that
though.
angel bunny
Yeah.
body. How would you feel if you were like him?
I mean, he did get his revenge. He locked Fluttershy out of the house.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with Twilight.
He wears the
But
pants.
no, when he takes something out on people, it always goes down the chain. So Twilight abuses Angel, Angel abuses Fluttershy.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I
Reminds me
think
of a
we
bully story, like
So-
a kid is getting bullied.
let's challenge ourselves. We've been pretty negative about this episode. Let's only talk about things we liked. So besides
Ah.
Pinky's humor, which I thought was hilarious, anything else in this episode that people liked?
I like
I-
the part where Pinkie Pie was eating the pancakes and they were all having the pancake breakfast. I gotta say that was so funny.
I like the one part where Pinky was a shark for 4 seconds.
Ah,
I like the bulk biceps part where Spike or
I like
Spike
that
just goes
too.
to
Where
his
he-
pecs.
oh.
I know
Yeah.
some of you guys are
Where
going to
he
hate me for
takes-
this, but I like the reminiscing.
everybody sharking.
Oh god, it was
Wait.
so cheesy.
Well,
I
it
like
wasn't
No one
cheesy.
likes it.
it wasn't that bad though.
you
I mean,
want cheesy?
yeah.
Have a quesadilla.
I did, and I liked it.
The episode.
I went and got a quesadilla. I asked for a beef one. It was literally just
From
beef.
Taco Bell.
It was beef in a
Now
in
we
North
digress
tortilla.
to
It was
Taco Bell.
just beef. Okay, now we're getting off topic.
The only thing I like about
What?
the
Talk
episode.
get
about
off
next
topic.
week.
getting off topic is the topic for these live streams.
Yeah.
No, I like the bull
that's the
stop
best
or
topic.
both biceps appearance.
Yeah, that
Or
was
Snow-
that was
Oh,
good.
that was awesome.
He's
I'm just
scared
gonna
me.
call him Snowflake.
or Buck Norris.
I like how it was addressed.
Or
where
yes.
Great.
I like how it was addressed. I hate when he does that. He breaks through the wall more than once, apparently. It's a
Yeah.
regular occurrence.
Wait, isn't that what the Kool-Aid guy says too?
You're,
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Did he
That could
say
have
oh
actually
yeah?
been a reference.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh yeah!
I think he didn't open with "oh yeah." He just opened with "yeah."
Oh, he should have said oh yeah. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
No, copyright.
Oh yeah. By the way, how long is it gonna take
Copyright
before
Fox.
there's fan made
Seth
or
Farm.
there's fan made artwork of that painting that Rarity had?
It's probably
I
being
was
uploaded.
wondering what that
It's
poster
probably
was.
already done. I could draw you a stick figure.
Plus, people are now gonna make that Rarity plush.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the same exact model as Smarty Pants, except just recolored. It's
Oh yeah.
So how long?
So they only have
like,
one type
entire,
of stuffed animal in Equestria.
How long till we have like an entire collection of all the dolls that they've had on show, like Smarty Pants and Rarity? You know,
Hey, I'm
how
working
many
on
more do you think they're gonna add?
Like the Discord
I'm fairly
lamp,
certain,
Oh, yeah,
Twycane.
Oh yeah, where was
Alicorn
Discord when where was Discord this entire episode?
Yeah. Where
John
where
DeLucci
was
didn't want to
Discord?
show up for season 5. That's pretty much where he was.
Wait, is it like confirmed that he's like not
No.
in it or something?
I think he's just kind of like it's not 100% confirmed, but I feel like he would probably not be doing as much based on like, how the fandom reacted to him.
He is kind of supposed to be like a celebrity guest if he's just in all the episodes and he's not a guest anymore.
Yeah, he's just a character.
I don't know.
honestly,
I'm psyched for the 100th episode.
What would the purpose be of him entering this episode?
Also, wouldn't he be expensive to bring on like for every episode?
Yeah, he would be.
All right,
I mean,
so
the entire opening scene was in Fluttershy's cottage and outside Fluttershy's cottage, where he lives.
wait,
so why wasn't
no,
he there?
I don't think he
does not-
lives there.
He doesn't live in Fluttershy's house.
Yes, he does.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
no, we've actually seen that he kind of like
Then where?
he like lives outside of the dimension. He doesn't even. He's like.
Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy.
What's creepy?
I don't know. This is a little creepy.
But then again, have we ever seen Fluttershy's bathtub? Because he got teleported once, and he was taking a shower. Remember that was a long time ago. But was that Fluttershy?
She obviously has it. She obviously still has it because she said that she wanted to go take a shower.
Wait, what?
Okay, that was creepy.
Yeah, in the
This
beginning.
just in. We're talking about ponies taking showers.
Wait, well, I'm confused.
What is
The
going on,
entire first
Hasbro?
and second episode was literally just focusing on pony plots the entire time. Then we had another scene where just when they go to dig up the tree, it's just literally 4 right in your face. It is Hasbro. It is not us at this point.
Wait, what?
They have developed it.
They have developed.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about.
I pretty much got everything on the list done.
All right,
What else? I feel like there was
ready?
one more thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was. I think there was quite a few like subtle little things in this episode that were nice, and of course things that were negative. But I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I need to watch
watch
it
it again.
I don't need to. I don't want to watch
I
this.
can't
This
watch
is
it.
one of the episodes I will skip.
I'll watch half the episode and skip all the way to the end. Since the second
I
half.
will watch the last half. I won't watch the intro. The pacing in the beginning was horrible. It was slow, and then it just jumped everywhere, and then it went back to a relatively stable pace, and then it just all kind of clumped together at the end into one conclusion.
I'm pretty sure
Pointless.
news stations are going to use that episode as a source for when
I
they're
don't
doing
think
like
so.
brony stories. I'm pretty sure they're going to use that source.
Wait,
I
what?
don't think so.
That
There's
episode.
there's nothing they can take from that episode.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can take from that episode either, for the most part.
You say
yeah.
that, but we're bronies. Someone's gonna do it.
We're going to find something.
We're going
Bronies find a way.
I
we're
said
going to
for the
find a
most
way to
part.
make a best episode, and a brony will make an idea of it. Well, they did once.
Oh yeah, like that reminds me. Rainbow Dash's line, "They can't all be your favorite." That's going to apply to best pony arguments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they are all my favorite. Main
I'm
6 and background and pets and non-pony.
And
I got to have a
non-canon.
better episode next week.
Well, I
You
thought
have to.
I don't know. I really thought this was pretty decent for a slice of
Yeah.
life. I mean,
No.
Ew.
No.
Yeah, I
That
liked
would
it.
have been way better.
I feel
No.
like me and Lil have like the same opinion on this.
I have watched
Me
enough
too.
Slice of Life
I think it
anime
was
to know how
decent.
Slice of Life should
this
go.
isn't an
No.
anime.
I know it's not. But
episode's
there's a
pointless.
certain standard that Slice
It's
of
no.
Life
Slice
has
of
to
Life.
be.
It's just a cartoon. I think we
I
need
know,
to
but
get
there's
back
a-
to our
there is-
roots.
There is
The
a
bro-
point in which Slice of Life needs to reach, and there's like no relatability in this episode. I
It's
find
not
there is
relatability.
nothing you
The
can
characters
relate
are
with
all
it.
established already, though.
They are, but they regressed. If they're established, how come they regressed? And they just the first song led to regression, and then
It was
it led
entirely
to
pointless.
just it was completely pointless.
I
They
agree.
regressed from being friends to being selfless, self-contained individuals that just only cared about their own interests. That's why they built everything in their ideals, and they regressed from being friends and started focusing on themselves like they'd never met. and then they just couldn't. They just focused on themselves. It just wasn't them.
I think a lot of like the selfishness is like exaggerated for like comedy. You know, it's just a cartoon. Like, look at it. Like, I keep going back to SpongeBob for some reason, but like in that episode, Patrick and SpongeBob will like fight and like they'll like, I don't know, practically kill each other, and I don't know. It's just like friends can do that sort of thing, I guess. I'm trying to say.
They can, but if
I'm pretty sure in the next 2 years, you're probably gonna make a sin video about that.
yeah, in the next 2 years. Let's see. It doesn't feel right. If you want to have established characters, you can't just have them start regressing upon at random intervals.
All right,
SpongeBob
well, hold on.
doesn't do that.
Define regress. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so they're established as friends. They know what everybody likes. They know how everybody acts. They know what Twilight likes. They just throw all their knowledge right out the window and make it their home.
Yeah, I was kind of.
know.
Yeah, they didn't really like have anything to do with books. That was kind of disappointing.
I want books.
Actually, at one point they even
any closets or storage.
at one point they even said, "What would Twilight want?" And they said like books 3 times in a row, and then they ended up not doing anything with the books.
Yeah, there's not much you can do, like as in terms of decoration with books.
Well,
Wait,
that
where-
they
where-
would know.
they did say that there's a library in the castle.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, yeah, that
Yeah,
was
they
like an
guess.
Equestria Girls thing, I think. Well, wait, they were bringing the books through the throne room.
I'm still confused as to
Yeah, you're
how
right.
they got
So,
the tree in
So
the
there is a
ceiling.
library.
Like
Little
that
Shop,
is
there is
so
a library.
impossible.
Closer than canon.
It's not a public library though, and she's not like
It is.
she's not like the librarian now.
She took the
Lucia, you
public
said the
library and she
movies aren't canon.
privatized it.
Well, technically the movies are canon; they're just not my headcanon.
Well, who's gonna go to the library and read books? Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
they don't have a public library now.
Yeah, they
Oh
should.
yeah, go
are they
look
gonna
for-
have to go to
Oh, wait.
Twilight's castle?
Probably.
I would
I
expect
think
the
it'd be
castle to be
rude
public
knock on the
domain.
princess's door and say, "Can I
No,
borrow
I
a
don't.
book?"
I don't think it's gonna be public domain. I think it's gonna be private, like
Imagine
any
if like
other
the,
princess.
imagine if the
It's-
castle
it's a
popped up on
castle,
Flim and
though.
Flam property or something and tried to sell it back to Twilight. That would make a good episode.
It would.
That would actually
we should
be really good.
writers.
Let's be
Imagine-
If we were
right.
writers, we would just do all fans.
Imagine
Anyone
if
who's
the
bought
tree
the
came
castle
back.
play set, what are the rooms?
Oh, that I mentioned that in the chat. It was like Pinkie Pie was practically selling the castle. It's like, wow. I
Yeah.
expected them to like say the price and call the number below on your screen.
Just wait for the ad. They'll just copy paste it and then throw in a number.
Yeah, that was actually like
Buy our toys.
I wonder if that was on purpose to make it sound like a commercial.
There
The
you go.
castle comes with secret party cannon.
I'm only buying the toy if it comes with all the extra clutter.
And Derpy.
Yeah.
I can buy Derpy separate.
It's got to come with magic dirt that grows out flowers at random.
All right, I think we're ready to get to ratings. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Wait, are we
All right.
going on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10?
1 to 10. We'll start left to right, starting with Draco.
Oh, this is
Left to right on the live stream screen.
It's either 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10.
Oh.
I had a feeling. Yeah, because you didn't like it that much.
I
had a feeling.
didn't. No, not
Ouch.
at all.
You made your points, and coming from how you saw it, I can agree with like what you said. For
It's
you,
just-
at least.
There was the episode was filler basically. There was nothing. There was no redeeming content. There was, I mean, I
It's
guess
not
you
that kind
could
of show, but all right.
It's his opinion.
How long has this
Its
fandom
opinion's just
argued that
wrong.
it was that kind of show? How long
Well,
has this
you know
fandom
what?
argued?
Yeah, this fandom is probably going to have a problem with that episode, considering
This,
how many
this fandom
analysis
is
and
going.
over.
This
yeah.
fandom should have a huge problem with this episode, based off of past context of
Yeah.
what they want out of the show and what they see in the show. They should be in uproar about this episode, but ugh.
I don't know.
I
The
mean,
show's never
I
been that
think
complicated.
Hasbro should choose writers that know some things about the fandom and what the fandom wants.
No,
No,
because
they-
if
no,
you,
they
if you
really
pander
should.
to a
No.
fandom,
Oh.
it becomes
Okay,
terrible.
I'm
Look at
sorry.
anime.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
it's bad.
Lemons. Lemons rating.
Honestly, I give it a 4 or a 5.
Oh wow.
I just felt like
Whoa.
the episode didn't really make much sense, and it didn't really continue on through the overall season plot. Kind of.
Well, they've never done that.
Yeah,
not really.
Well,
Like, look
they
at-
kind
look
of
at
done it with
Button
season
Keys.
4 with
though.
the keys.
Well, even the keys could be out of order.
I mean, it's different though. In seasons 2, 3, and 4, there was the filler. Actually, wasn't filler. It was character development. This was literally just filler. This was the characters forgetting everything about friendship to become just, let's make this castle in our image. Let's not help each other either.
Yeah.
It's just it's complete and total throwing everything that the characters are out the window.
All right, Tootsie.
3 out of 10.
Oh, 3? Come on, really?
Okay, I'm not the harshest person
No,
here.
no, 3 would be like a fandom crumbling episode. It's not that
Yeah.
bad.
No, this
It-
literally.
I'd say
pretty much
2
it.
is fandom crumbling.
Yeah,
3 is
three,
uproar.
3 is like pretty bad, but not fantastic.
Hey, I was gonna give it a 2, but then a
Really?
few parts redeemed itself.
Why did you hate it so much?
Come on, I think Peaky
Because
alone
it
could
was
redeem it.
pointless. The entire
I
episode
like
was
pointlessness.
Dude,
It's just
you
a
could've let-
cartoon.
No, you guys could have chopped the
Man.
second half and still seen the third half, and you would still understand everything.
All right, go
This
back and
episode literally had
wait,
no-
hey, go back and
we
rewatch
could
season
take
1.
the second half and then see the third half, and
No,
it would be
this-
perfectly fine.
No, the episode is terrible. Okay?
Yeah, it is. I
The
agree
only
with you
part
on
that I liked was the comedy. That was it. Everything else was pointless. The song,
I mean, even the
first song
comedy was-
had no purpose. The last song had no
The-
purpose.
the-
or actually
the,
a little bit.
the last song was a bit
No,
better.
the best song I liked was the credit song. That was it.
Wow, pretty harsh.
I'll disagree with you. The second song had some purpose. It was them reminiscing about what
Yeah,
friendship
30
actually
seconds.
was, and that's the
30
redeeming
seconds.
value.
Like,
But
2
the
minutes
first,
we
no,
talked.
yeah, the first 3/4 of the episode was garbage. You could watch the last quarter and okay, now this is the MLP I know.
The only good part about the episodes were the comedy. That's it.
You should make rant videos.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get everyone's attention.
Isn't that what this is technically?
It wasn't supposed to be.
It wasn't supposed
is
to
now.
be us ripping it a new.
To me, this is probably
new
like my
bottle.
second most hated episode in the whole show.
Wow. What's the
Wow.
first? You got to tell us now.
Yeah.
The first? I think the first was...
You don't even know.
I'm trying. I know what it was. What was it? Oh, Apple Family Reunion.
Oh.
Wait, was that
Now,
when?
see, this is literally the most hated episode for me, just because all the
Wow.
other episodes, there's at least some redeeming quality or something to learn out of it. There's something that you can take from it. This one, no, there's
I
not.
like
You,
the-
you
I think
already
there
learned
is.
this
Right
lesson
now.
in a past one.
Awful!
Wow,
You
this is
already
gonna.
learned- oh.
This is
Oh,
interesting. I wonder if the rest, like, if everyone else is gonna be this divided. That's gonna be interesting.
All right, who's next?
Drummer.
Okay. I'm gonna have to disagree on Tootsie. I feel like I'm sorry. I feel like this was kind of an awkward episode. I don't know if this was in the right position for me. I don't know, but I thought that episode was okay, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
6?
Just
All
saying.
right, it's better than what everyone else has been rating it. Turtle?
It's My Little Pony.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
So I have kind of a long-winded speech about my
Oh, boy.
view of it, and the thing is, like, I agree it was kind of cheesy. They did throw a few things away, but overall, I did kind of like it. It wasn't a great episode to me, but you know, it was okay. I was originally just gonna give it like maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10, but then I saw a tank and a turtle, 10 out of 10. That is my
All right.
final rating.
But besides Tank, your official rating would be.
Probably a 6,
All right.
Yeah, same with me.
but no,
Well-
10 out of 10.
Well, this is interesting. Even before I heard any of your opinions, mine was a 7 out of 10. So I thought it was it was
Yeah.
enjoyable. Like, it was laid back and not meant to be
Yeah.
too looked into too deeply. I was, of course, hoping that there would be, more. It would be a little bit deeper in terms of reminiscing about the tree and all that, because that is really, really like a major part of the show, and everything. It was kind of
They
sad to
should
see
have
it
had a
go.
veterans writer write this, because I think it would have turned out
Yeah.
a lot better.
It would.
That would've
it
been
would have
better.
been dealt with so much more loving care. And the flashbacks that they had, where they're not literal flashbacks, but when they're talking about it, it wouldn't have been so just here, throw in your face. Yes, yeah, they did
Yeah.
this at one point.
Well, I thought besides that somewhat minor disappointment, I thought it was a decent episode. Obviously, you guys disagree with me, though.
I thought you would be the person who
I
hated
agree
the
with you.
most.
No, see, all right, that's the thing. I'm nothing like the persona I play in
No,
my
I'm
videos.
not talking about that. I'm talking about just I thought you would hate this episode the most, just because.
Why,
I don't
no
know, it
derpy?
seemed- Well, no, just because.
Cue the grumpy cat.
Well, I just explained. Well, I already did my huge rant, but yeah, I thought you wouldn't like it because it
It's-
really
I thought
had
you
no
would like
purpose
this
to the main
one.
story,
Yeah.
or it didn't
I-
really have its own story.
That's the thing. I think the biggest complaint I've heard in this discussion is that it doesn't have a whole lot to bring. But isn't that better than having like the opposite and doing something bad no one likes? I thought it was just kind of
No.
an okay episode. Like, yeah, whatever, it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
What?
When have the writers ever actually steered us wrong with a wrong plot point besides this episode?
There have been some episodes. Whatever.
yeah.
I'm-
I feel like you guys don't like realize that some of the earlier episodes are really, really cliched.
Yes,
Like,
go
They
back
are,
and
but there's
Oh, yeah,
a
they are. I
difference.
know.
Season 1 is completely exempt from me
Season
just
2
ripping
has
a
cliches as well, and season 3 and
They all
season
do.
4.
No,
Every
not as
season has a
many.
cliche. Yes,
A little
they all
bit,
have
yes.
cliches.
even
I
some of
don't
the
know.
best episodes have like Canterlot Wedding 2. They win the day with the power of love. That's like
Yeah.
the stupidest
That-
thing in the whole
that-
show, and
That
yet it's
is
my favorite
the
episode.
stupidest thing.
Let's
That
see.
is-
What
Yeah,
else did they do?
that's a bit different.
I'm
but
still
yeah.
waiting
It's
for the
really
beach
stupid.
episode.
My love will give you strength.
Beach.
Yeah, hands up for beach episode. Who's waiting for it?
Wait, what do you mean
They-
beach episode?
A
Probably
beach
be
episode
better
is
than
when the
this
characters
episode.
have a beach day and they just go to the beach, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's
That
beaches
ep-
in
in that
Equestria.
That's a really
episode-
cliche.
In that episode, the beach ball has to hit a unicorn horn and pop.
Yeah.
Yes,
It has to happen.
There has to
All
be
right,
two
well-
girls trying to stop or trying to take
there
over
has
the
to be a
beach.
turtle.
I think that concludes the recorded portion of this live stream. So those of you that are here live, we're going to be live for a little longer and keep chatting and such. But those of you watching the recording, I want to thank you all for watching, and be sure to tune in next time for future episode reviews. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Recording.
Bye. Get out of here.